come to my store downtown LA. So they usually, if they're wedding planners, they come and they plan everything for me. They just order the dresses from me and
So
I
you
make
pretty much kind of lived in a cave, not
Basically.
only designing but fabricating and stuff, and stayed in Los Angeles downtown too long, basically, because it's not really appropriate for you to be there anymore. The way that the district has changed, right? Because it's mostly retailing Chinese stuff.
Yeah, well, especially my store right now where I am now. I mean, I'm the only, I think I'm the only person on that particular street that sells little girls' dresses.
Yeah, but when you started, there was a lot of people fabricating, right?
A lot of people were fabricating, but never on the kids' market has always been very small since I remember. The pre-teens, teenagers, cocktail dresses, that has always been big, always. But the kids' market in downtown LA is very small. At least for what I know and what I am, I have a store in Santee and I have a store on Wall Street, which is my wholesale showroom in there. And the market, I opened up a store like 10 years ago in there, previous to now, and it's still the same amount of stores around me. It's a very small market for kids downtown LA, unless you go to the California market, which right now I'm not sure how the California market is doing because, like I said, everybody supplies, buys, and takes.
Well, I mean, even 20 years ago when I did the cut and sew for the bodybuilding people, a lot of people were surprised how much productive capacity there was. The grading, the pattern makers, and all that kind of stuff. But since the Chinese have scourged everything that's labor intensive, it seems to me that the entire garment district is really more retailing Chinese manufactured goods, right? Hasn't it pretty much driven out all the manufacturers?
Yeah, it has, because it's very hard to compete with salaries, insurance. They make it so difficult for you to produce downtown LA or anywhere else, manufacturing, garments. It's easier for them to buy from China, just $5 to buy containers. And if you go to the San Pedro market, which is thousands and thousands of stores, and a lot of them, I would say maybe 80% are importers, they're not even manufacturers anymore.
Because they're right by Long Beach where the containers come in,
Exactly.
Huh? So when did that start developing?
Oh, well, it's been since the garment business went down. It's been about 10 years now, since they started just letting everything flow in, Now they put a higher quotation on the importing, so they kind of stop a little bit, so it's giving us a little bit more room for someone like me to manufacture down here. And believe it or not, when you say made in USA, made in California, people do appreciate it because they ask me.
But not the people that buy here, though.
A lot of people buy. They ask me, is this, when they come to the store, they said, is this from here, you make it, or is this Chinese? Because it doesn't look from China. I said, no, I make it. I've been making it forever, 25 years, So I think I have a very unique market downtown LA, and I'm not planning to leave. I'm planning to expand.
Let's get back to your studio stuff. So your studio is really a fabrication laboratory, and you were saying that you don't really have any redundancy in the thing. Each one of the sewing machines gives you a different function, and you don't really have the room to lay out and manufacture. All the fabric and stuff you have over there is so you can not only design it on paper, but you can actually put the stuff together. And then the majority of the manufacturing, you have outside vendors within the local area that do the actual manufacturing?
Yeah, what you do is you just hire contractors. So basically what I do in my little studio, or my little manufacturing place, I make my samples, I make made-to-order dresses, a lot of them from Etsy. And I'm planning to keep that because it's been very good to me. But now I'm planning to expand bigger. So what I'm doing is I have contractors that I have to be able to trust for them to do a very good job. The sewing, the finish of the garment and everything else, I have to be on top of them because they can they can ruin your garments, you know, and I do have a reputation of good quality.
Well, in couture, you used to show at maybe $1,000 a piece to fabricate stuff for show, and then when you actually provided it to the department stores, you'd have to simplify it. So you might go from 52 pieces to 27 pieces. So basically, you finish the fabrication completely, and then the subcontractors basically clone what you've made. So you've simplified it. You got your comfort issues on how well it's constructed so that it fits the people nicely, not just for looks but for being comfortable. So basically, you fabricate in an absolute fashion, and then your contractors make it in the exact same stitch count, and then the way that you fold the material in and layer the stuff and everything. That's pretty much your claim to fame, is that you finish fabrication, and then these other people manufacture it verbatim how you've designed it, right?
Right, basically you give them a sample. Here's my sample, make it, bring it to me so I can inspect it. If I like the way you did it, if it looks like the sample I gave you, then here is the cut, here is 100 dresses.
Elena, what you've said